Let's speak to one of the UK's leading tech journalists. Chris Stokel-Walker joins us. Thank you so much indeed for your time, Chris. What are you looking forward to the most from MWC?
I think one of the really interesting things is going to be, as Ben Wood said in your piece there, the idea of more metaverse technology. We've kind of seen Mark Zuckerberg throwing huge amounts of money and resources into this through Meta, even through these really challenging times that were highlighted in the package there. But I think we haven't yet actually seen the metaverse come to its logical conclusion, to the idea of actually being in the hands of people in real life. And I think the idea of seeing some really interesting virtual reality goggles or augmented reality technology that actually brings the metaverse to life could be one of the key moments of this MWC, because previously it's all been kind of pretty up in the air and pretty pie in the sky. There's not actually been anything physical or tangible that we can see, whereas this is really kind of the place that we'll start to see these bits of devices that could end up in our homes.
We just had that report in which there was an analyst saying that he's really looking forward to the AI updates that might be on display in Barcelona. Is everything converging, as you're talking about the metaverse and I'm mentioning artificial intelligence, is it all converging towards being used all on the same platform and all almost integrated into each other, the different bits of tech?
Yeah, I think that what we're seeing is really interesting. Two kind of separate strands of huge advances in technology, things that could really change the way that we live our lives. So, the metaverse, as we mentioned before, the idea of kind of living a parallel digital life away from your real world persona that is able to replicate in many ways how we live and work and play nowadays. But then, as you mentioned, the idea of AI is hugely revolutionary. Since the release of ChatGPT in November 2022, we've kind of seen this encroach on all sorts of our lives and have huge ramifications for it. And I think when you start to combine these technologies is where we start to get things really interesting. You can almost imagine, I don't know, going into the metaverse and interacting with someone powered by AI in a sort of way where they're not actually a human being behind it, but they are providing important insights that are logically concluded from our conversations.
How important is 5G to the future of mobile tech, Chris?
Absolutely massive, because the thing is, both of those technologies, AI and the metaverse, require huge amounts of data. AI trained on vast volumes of text or images or audio or video to then generate new ones from that, from our prompts, our questions. Likewise, the metaverse is a tricky conundrum for people to deal with in terms of the data, because it is vast volumes of information that are being transmitted in real time. And if in something as immersive as the metaverse, you don't actually see this in a smooth way, if you kind of see the gaps between the different screens, then it becomes much less engaging. It takes you out of the whole metaverse concept. So 5G, high-speed internet, mobile enabled, able to be kind of used pretty much anywhere in the world is vitally important. And also, probably worth pointing out, yesterday we had Starlink, which is a satellite internet company launching new satellites into outer space, which will also help provide that kind of high-speed internet that we'll need to do all of this technology in the future.
Chris, if you don't mind, very briefly, already
Mm.
people are looking ahead to 6G. And specialists, people like you, presumably, are saying, actually, we probably won't see that for another couple of decades. But we were supposed to be right in the middle of the Internet of Things. Everything was supposed to be connected to everything else. Do we have to wait till 6G until my fridge realizes I don't have any milk and my fridge actually talks to my car and my car without me goes to the shop and the shopkeeper already knows, oh, I've got to put some milk in Adnan's car?
Yeah, it's a little bit like the Jetsons, isn't it? That old 1950s sci-fi thing. We're always waiting for the world of tomorrow. I think that, yes, again, it comes down to that data thing. All of those transactions that you mentioned require data to be transmitted, and they're required in real time. So, yes, 6G is the kind of always on, always permanent, always fast internet that we need. I think that will be a little while yet.
And you were brief as well, Chris. You know how to do an interview. Chris Stokel-Walker, thanks so much.